Live and in charge. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Are you at home right now? Are you chilling? Are you having a good time? What's really going down? Happy Thanksgiving. Are you here? Happy Thanksgiving. What are you going to do today? What you going to eat? What's really being cooked? I just figured I'd get on and say Happy Thanksgiving, have a little Happy Thanksgiving chat. I'm still in the mountains of New Mexico. It's freaking gorgeous out. They said we were supposed to get like 15 inches of snow, but we didn't get no 15 inches of snow here. We barely probably got barely got an inch of snow. Turkey Day, absolutely. We're having turkey. We're having ham. I get to eat my mama's food, which is always good. My beard's looking a little scraggly. Just got out of the shower. Sporting my Kelsey bracelet today. I don't know if y'all have seen those yet. If you haven't seen these, I'll give you a little peeksters. Faith, hope, love. Remembering Kelsey Barrett. And Monday morning should be an interesting day in court for Crystal Lee. She has to be back in Colorado for a court hearing that is just scheduled for a review. But they just issued some strong decorum rules, which means they may actually sentence her on Monday. They may choose to sentence her on Monday instead of have her come back. So could be an exciting day in court on Monday. We will be back by Monday. We'll be back in Colorado Monday, and I plan on being at the court hearing. So tune in probably on Facebook. But Facebook is jacking up right now. So what's up, RJ from Boulder? Y'all got nailed in Boulder. Shoot, I seen people digging out of Boulder. Happy Thanksgiving, Jamie. Good to see you here this morning. Hope you're having a wonderful time with your family. I'm having a great time. I have been at my parents' house for the last couple of days. We're actually at one of my parents' cabins. We're a cabin right across the street from them. Michael, make sure you wear sweatpants to dinner. Oh, funny. That's a funny joke. I took my blood. I had a test today with my dad because my dad has to take his blood pressure every morning, and I was like, well, let's have a little competition. Who's got the lowest blood pressure? I won, of course, against my dad. So I told him I'm never going to the doctor. So he was like, you better take your blood pressure, son. So I took my blood pressure this morning. My blood pressure is good. No, not my blood pressure. My blood sugar. My blood sugar levels. That's what I took this morning. He did a little prick on my finger. We had a little competition on who could have the lowest blood sugar. I won. After dinner tonight, though, I'll probably retake it. It'll probably be up in the high 200s. But how's everyone else's week going? How does everyone else feel? I feel a little strange in this week because we're kind of in this limbo waiting for what's going to happen with Crystal Lee. And then over the last couple of days, I've received pictures from people all over the country, and specifically pictures from people in Idaho that saw Crystal Lee on 2 days after she left Colorado a year ago. And so she was riding in a Christmas parade. She didn't have a care in the world. She wasn't scared for her life. She wasn't threatened. She wasn't even, she was out riding horses with people, taking people on horseback rides a year ago. And so it kind of frustrated me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. So hopefully Judge Sales, he issued a strong decorum order this year, or this week, for the courthouse and for Crystal's hearing, and I'm hoping it's because they're actually going to do the sentencing hearing. Now, they may only just meet, review the case, and they may not do the sentencing hearing, but I have a feeling that they're going to have letters of impact statements from family. I do believe there are people writing impact statements for Crystal to help with her sentencing. I just pray that Judge Sales throws all that out and gives this woman what she deserves. So. Did I hear that Oni is the one who called on himself to set up Jay for justice? I knew Oni was bad news the first time I talked to him. Now, I did a couple of lives with him, but then he turned into a freak and kind of went halfway crazy on me. And I was like, dude, I don't need this drama in my life. So it is no surprise that Oni has gone crazy on Jay either. So I did hear a little bit about that. Thanksgiving to you and the chat as well. Thank you, Laura Daly. Julie K says Oni. Yeah, I never really liked him anyway. I'm not really a fan. His voice gets on my nerves, I'm not gonna lie. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Bobby. Muffins. You wanna say happy Thanksgiving? Come on. You wanna say happy Thanksgiving? Hey. Muff is down here. Muff has joined us. Muffin, come here. You say hi? Say hi, Muffs. Say hi, Muffin. You want to look at the camera, Muff? Oh, Muffin says hello and happy Thanksgiving. You love my honesty. Oh, well. Oni's gonna be saying this is a private road. Private road. What happened to Obey? I don't know what happened to Obey. I lost my Obey hat though. I need my Obey hat back. You guys drove down to New Mexico. Yes, we did. We drove down to New Mexico. The bar was pretty cool. It was actually excellent pizza. Man, I'm stoked about that little brewery here in town. So this is an actual brewery, and they do beer and pizza. They have a lot of local New Mexico beers, but then they do their own beers right here in Cloudcroft, New Mexico. So we're in Cloudcroft, New Mexico. It's a little village of like 750 people. My parents retired here. Shoot, it's been over 17 years ago they retired here. And they moved, when my dad retired from the sheriff's department in Fort Worth, Texas, they moved here, but my dad actually went to work for a federal drug agency down in Alamogordo. So he was on a federal drug task force that did a lot on the border, because we're probably only an hour and a half, maybe an hour from the border of Mexico. So we're just north of El Paso, Texas. And so my dad retired from the Tarrant County Sheriff's Department, went to work for a federal drug task force up here. Then he retired from that federal drug task force and went to work back for a sheriff's department where he was just a patrol guy. Like, so he didn't have to he wanted to be patrol up in the mountains. So he did patrol up in the mountains for a little bit for the sheriff's department. And then he went back to work he was an investigator for the DA's office. And that's where a couple years ago, I guess it's been 2 years ago now, he retired from the investigating. He was an investigator for the DA's office here in Otero County. And now he don't do nothing. He sits on his butt, works on his four-wheeler, does some lawn work, pretty much living the retired life. So I'm trying to get him to go fishing with me. So next trip we come down here, we're gonna bring the boat and we're gonna go fishing over on Elephant Butte, which is a big reservoir, couple whatever. I'm about 1 mile from Mexico. Could almost throw a rock and hit it. Cheryl T says, well, shoot then. You should be able to get in on that wall building. You could probably get in on that wall building. They probably build a wall close by you. Just joking. Didn't we learn from China? The wall doesn't work very well. Hey, if you're gonna build a wall, at least build a wall we can walk down one day, Trump, and use as a tourist attraction, like the Great Wall of China. It could be the Great Wall of Texas, the Great Wall of Mexico. Happy Thanksgiving, Christy. They already have. Oh, they've already built a wall. Can you walk on it like the Great Wall of China? I'm just teasing. That's a joke. But I am chilling with the Muffs. The Muffs is chilling right there. She likes it here too. Kimberly, I don't know what time court is on Monday, but we'll find out. I assume it's probably, I don't know. They may have given her an afternoon date. What do you know, Mouse? Huh? The general's over at my mom's house right now. He went over there with Nikki this morning. Kimberly, all you got to do is get up. All you got to do is go. It's not like it's that far from you. Pueblo's only probably a 20-minute. Oh no, Pueblo's probably 45 minutes from Woodland, then probably another 40. But you could go up. Fastest way to Cripple Creek from Pueblo might actually be to go the back way through Canyon City, but I don't know. To me, it seems like that would be the quickest. Has anyone from the jury talked yet? Curious how they felt during the trial. I have heard 0 interviews from the jury, but I will be seeking out some interviews from a couple of jury members when I get back in town. I got quite a few interviews that have been on the books to go, and I just haven't been able to do it because it's the holidays. People are, holidaying or whatever, and so we do have some good interviews scheduled or in the works to get going. Cooking up a storm here in Maine. Turkey, duck, potatoes, carrots, stuffing, also deer steaks, bites, wrapped in bacon, coated with chili powder and brown sugar, deer stew in the crock pot, and 3 pies. Damn, Tina, cooking it up. I want to try some of that bacon coated deer steak bites. That sounds pretty good, actually. I got some venison in the freezer. Maybe we'll have to try some chili powder Thanksgiving bites or whatever. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Click, click, boom. Whatever that is. Click, click, boom, boom. You're new here, huh? Well, what do you want, a new badge? I can't be giving out no new badges. Just a song I like, she said. Okay. Or he said. I don't know if it's a he or she. You can do them with chicken. My mother passed several years ago. Thanksgiving is a sad time. I'm sorry, Julie K. That doesn't have to be, I'm sorry. That's all I can say. I don't know what else to say to that. Happy Thanksgiving, Stephanie. Not really talking about much during this live. You pretty much haven't missed anything. Just wanted to say that we are indeed thankful for you being Kelsey's angel to make sure everyone remember her. Thank you, Michael. I wish I could say I was an angel, but I'm not. I got probably more demon in me than angel. Just be careful. What up, Casey? Happy Thanksgiving. Casey's in Texas. I was watching something about Texas yesterday. I was talking to my dad about Texas, but happy Thanksgiving from New Mexico. God bless you and your family. I'm in New Mexico. Where are you at, New Mexico, Miss Teresa? It's a beautiful Thanksgiving day here in New Mexico too. We thought we were gonna get a bunch of snow, but I mean, I went out in a t-shirt this morning and it was fine. It was great. So Fox 31 has, well, wait. Fox 31 was good. This AM, Jen did the weather. Laugh out loud. Jen did the weather. Jen who? Jen from the case? North of Santa Fe, Teresa says. Oh, gotcha. We're in Cloudcroft, New Mexico. Oh yeah, Cloudcroft's like a little beautiful town, and they've actually done quite a bit of upgrading recently. I'm thinking about starting me a little Cloudcroft underground, cause I might end up here. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, well, we knew that, Michael. I was speaking figuratively. Gotcha. Just double checking. Just don't want to set your expectations too high, Cheryl. You're just happy Thanksgiving to Casey and her boys. Roman, y'all haven't hooked up yet? I thought you and Casey would be married by now. What is my favorite car brand? That's a random question. I'm not really much of a car person, actually. I look at cars like horses. I beat them some bitches till they're. I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing. I wear them out. I work them out. I work them until they're no good. I drive an old donkey Jeep, so you can't be. I'm not really. But if I would take a Tesla truck, I'll take one of them Tesla Cyber trucks. I definitely would take a Tesla truck right now. Those things were crazy when he unveiled those. You better not be beating horses. I beat my Jeep. What are you going to do about it? You going to file charges on me? I beat my Jeep every day. Did you see the Cyber Bus Mimi? I haven't, but I want one. Y'all make fun of that shit. I'll take a Tesla any day of the week. Beat the Jeep all you want. Okay, good. Happy Thanksgiving, Renee Scott. Glad you're joining us for this little, I beat my horse. I'm sure you do, Mr. Empire. Life with Jen. Laughing her ass off. What are you going to do? Yeah, I'll take one of them cyber trucks. I want some of that bulletproof glass, though. I want the upgraded bulletproof glass. I need bulletproof glass in my car, actually. Do you like football? I only like one little team when it comes to football. I have a joke about this. I teach my dogs how to chase the ball. But I don't think any man should run around and chase balls. But I do like SMU. Because my nephew plays for SMU right now, and they're 9-2, and so I don't really watch football. I only watch the SMU game because I only started watching football actually this year. It's been I played football when I was in Texas, right, and going through school and pee-wee football and all of that, but I just never got into it. And when I was in high school, I rodeoed, and I was a bullfighter, and my coach told me that he wasn't going to play me on Friday if I was going to be rodeoing on Saturday and Sunday, and there was a chance I could get hurt. So after that, I was like, well, Only reason I even came to high school was to play football. And if you're not going to play me, well, then I'm just going to quit and go rodeo. So after that, I never really liked football at all. I used to make fun of football. I make fun of all sports that they chase balls in, whether that's soccer, hockey, because it's just a puck, but it's just a ball. So anywhere a man has to chase balls, I don't like that. I don't ever like that sport. I never really got into it. I thought it was kind of a waste of a man's time. I understand the sport, don't get me wrong. I understand the inner need that men need to battle, and football is simply like the safest battle zone. So there's, instead of going to war, men go and play football. Now, since my nephew is playing football for SMU, and I've watched him grow into his goal of playing football for SMU, I have become a fan of SMU football. And now when my nephew goes from SMU into the pros, I will definitely become a fan of my nephew's pro career in the NFL. I even make a joke because when I go stay at my sister's house, me and my wife, we normally slept in my nephew's bed. Like, my nephew would go sleep on the couch and I would sleep on CJ's bed. And I always used to leave him $100 bill for letting me stay in his room. And I tell my sister and I tell my wife, I'm like, I'm just investing, because when he makes it to the NFL, I'm be calling in every one of them $100 bills I ever put on his dresser. So I just laugh about it now. But no, I watch SMU football only, and that's pretty much the only football I watch. That's a long ass answer to somebody's question about football. Jesus said, "Come forth and receive eternal life." John can fifth and receive a toaster. I'm confused by that one. Golf is silly. Damn, people are calling you Uncle Michael now. I'm okay with Uncle Michael. It's when they start calling you crazy Uncle Michael. And trust me, I've had that one too. So it's cool to be Uncle Michael, but as soon as they start calling you crazy Uncle Michael, that's when you become, that's when you gotta do a little self-evaluation check. 13th juror says, your nephew went to high school with my daughter. Oh, I think we've talked about this before. Maybe not. But either way, yes, my nephew was a superstar in high school, and now he's in college football having to pay his dues. Click, click, boom. But Kid Rock plays today. Kid Rock plays today? Is he playing at the Dallas game? My dad will have the Dallas Cowboys football game on for sure. So I'll probably watch some Dallas Cowboys today. But if Kid Rock's doing the halftime show, hey, at least I like Kid Rock. I'm a Kid Rock fan for sure. Oh, he's playing the Lions game. I gotcha. Kid Rock's a racist. I'm joking. I just thought I would say that. You like how I'm sporting my underground shirt today? I brought some new underground shirts down for the mom and dad. But I need to go get my tattoo worked on. I was looking at my tattoo today. Y'all know what that is? Y'all know that story? The story of David and Goliath? That's the head of Goliath, by the way. Show us the Frazee shirt. I need to get a Frazee shirt made. Do a mugshot Frazee. What else y'all want to talk about? I'm going to go spend some time with the family. I just woke up, took a shower, had my cup of coffee, Man, there's this place up here close to here called the Apple Barn, and they do this habanero hot fudge. It's super hot fudge, like spicy hot fudge. But I get some of that habanero fudge and put it in my coffee, and it is freaking fire good. Habanero fudge in your coffee. You can call me later, Starbucks, because y'all need to make a habanero fudge mocha. And it is excellent. Click, kick, boom's getting a bunch of fire, thumbs up. What's happening now? Everybody, let's see. Got a lot of new people in here. I recognize some of you, but not all of you. How do I have 53 people watching, but I only have 18 likes? Y'all a bunch of stingy givers on Thanksgiving. Jeez. Live 10 minutes away from him. Run into him at BP. Ask the time. I don't know who y'all are talking about. Oh, you're talking about Kid Rock still. I used to put a Hershey's Kiss in coffee. That was probably good, but the habanero coffee is where it's at. Habanero fudge. Starbucks doesn't need another Popeyes, right? Go Cowboys. Give you a like when you give me my comment back. Oh, Laura Wagner, mad. I'm never giving it back. You're too fun now. Like, because you bring it up so much on other channels, because I still let you comment here, I'm never giving your comments back on Facebook. You're stuck, girl. You're stuck following me on YouTube. Get you one of them fake accounts. You know what I'm saying? Get one of them fake accounts and go from there. And then you can comment under a fake account. Oh, she's mad at me now. She's mad now. She be mad now. Thumbs up. See? You mean I follow you everywhere? See? There you go. Oh, Laura got mad because somehow she lost her comments on Dad with the Phone Facebook. I'm not 100% sure who took her comments away. It might have been me. But I don't know. I don't know if I was the actual one who took them away. It could have been someone else. Oh man, how do you get mad at Dad? You can't. Can't get mad. Shoot. There are people that actually like me and I make them mad all the time on here. Ask Christy. I've made Christy mad and Christy likes me. She watches me, but she freaking got mad at me one time. She let me know too. Don't be talking about no firemen. Christy get mad at you. We had some like child molester firemen down here in Colorado Springs that I talked about, but she did not like how I lumped a bunch of firemen in with that child molester. Not mad, but he lets awful people comment people all the time. Christy's like, yes, I did. I don't think there's any awful people. Laugh out loud. Why you take people's comments? Because I don't like no negativity in my life. If people try to bring negativity towards my life, I will mute those some bitches. And because I'm not saying Laura brought negativity towards my life, I'm saying someone must have thought she was because she got muted. But you can't be having no negativity in your life. You can just freaking cut them off. Oh, send me a voicemail. That voicemail was bomb, kids. Man, the best thing I ever did was give my phone number out on the internet and let people leave voicemails. Because when people leave voicemails, it's like freaking free content. They're like, oh, here, Mr. Dad with the Phone. Use us for content. Especially when you leave. Hey, by the way, that lady texted me and she apologized she apologized and was like, she told me that when she left those voicemails, she forgot that they were a couple of hours behind, and she thought she was listening to me live and I wasn't answering her phone calls. Now, I thought that was funny that she called me like 86,000 times according to her and left me like 18 voicemails. And so if you missed those voicemails, if you missed the voicemail call, oh my God, you need to find that on YouTube. I promise you, it'll make your day better. Like, it might drive you, or, oh, Nicole. Yeah, it was Nicole Kissinger from the Chris Watts case, I guess. I don't know how she's involved, but I'm just kidding. Nicole did not call me. I don't think it was Nicole. Maybe it was. I missed it live, but it was awesome. See? Yeah, it was funny. Funny, funny. So, if you want to call and leave me a voicemail, uh, please feel free to call and leave a voicemail. But know that you may be used on a future episode of Dad with a Phone. Have you heard about the Jennifer Rottwell case? Maybe I've heard about it. It's out of Missouri. What are your thoughts on that case? Man, I probably need to do that. Like, I probably need to look at other cases. I don't know how I'm gonna decide on what cases to look at next. I don't think that like I really will enjoy much. I don't think I'll enjoy it as much, or it won't mean as much to me. I shouldn't say I enjoyed the Kelsey Barrett case because I really didn't. But I don't think it'll mean as much to me because it's not local, you know. So maybe I can do it with not as much energy, in the sense of I don't have to go drive to freaking Missouri and find out where all this happened or whatever. Could make some phone calls and stuff like that. So I don't know. Maybe I'll look at some other. Cases, but I don't know. I mean, we have quite a few stuff that I could look at just around Woodland Park. I dug into the Mindy Lee case more than I've ever dug into anything other than the Kelsey Barrett case. I did interviews with Mindy Lee's mom, and really, the Mindy Lee case is an unsolved murder. And even though they listed it as a suicide or a self-inflicted thing, the Mindy Lee case is straight up a murder, and someone got away with murder of Mindy Lee, and they never caught that person. And so, and the boy in the fire, that's the Joshua Maddox case, and that case too. I think the person who did the murder Joshua Maddox is a guy named Andrew Newman, and you can look up Andrew Newman. He has been in and out of jail since Joshua Maddox was killed. But that's a crazy. Hey, what's up? Happy birthday or happy Thanksgiving to you, Mr. Glare. Will, I'm gonna call you Willie. Willie's in the house. I would like to hear your thoughts on other cases because you put your heart in. I'll have to look into the Mindy Lee case. Yeah, there's a whole series of videos. They're either on Dad with a Phone or go look on the Woodland Park Underground YouTube channel. They may be on the Woodland Park Underground YouTube channel. I can't remember. Why doesn't it bother me when you call me? Why doesn't it bother me when you call me? Why doesn't it? It shouldn't bother you. People call me Mikey. That kind of bothers me when people call me Mikey, but not really. When they call me Uncle Mikey, I guess the glare doesn't like Willie. I know, but sometimes we need to be humbled by like our insecurities. And so like if a name that is abbreviation of your own name, if a name that's just kind of an abbreviation of your own name bothers you, you gotta thicken up in this business, people call me a lot worse than Mikey or Daddy or Dad with the phone or Douche with the phone. That's one of my favorites. And so maybe, Willie, the reason it doesn't bother you is because you got a little tough skin. You're getting a little tougher skin. If you're going to play in the YouTube content creation world game, and if you're going to throw yourself into the YouTube drama game with like other people, like the crazy Oni we were talking about earlier, then you better have tough skin. I didn't like D-Wop in the beginning either, only because of the brand. I wanted to make sure that people understood what Dad with the phone was and not be like, what's this D-Wop? Could be Douche with a phone, could be whatever. So if they call me D-Wop, they may be doing it to just spite me. But I know that Dad with the phone is hard to type out. So I kind of accepted the whole D-Wop thing because Dad with the phone is kind of a long tagline. But very few people will ever forget hashtag Dad with a phone. So works for me. I got Andrea Canning to say Dad with a phone, and that was all by design. People thought that people gave me a lot of shit about doing the Andrea Canning thing, and people think that I tried to use it for whatever. I use it for whatever I could use it for. So don't get pissed at me about that. When some news broadcaster from halfway across the world wants to come and make money over a story in Woodland Park, you're damn right I'm gonna puppet those people. And so we played a little puppet game with them. I got her to scream my name, and I got him to put a commercial in The Vanishing for Dad with the phone. I mean, that's really what happened. I gave a little bit of information about the case, talked about what I knew about the case, but the truth is they just put a commercial in the middle of The Vanishing. If you haven't seen The Vanishing, it's the Dateline coverage of Kelsey Barrett case. I think personally they did the best job with the information they had. Now, had they waited, and I think they're coming out with part 2. I think Andrea Canning's going to do a part 2. I may have pissed them off too much. They may not let me in part 2. Either way, they may call me, they may not. I don't know how Justin feels about me. Justin is the producer. Justin's from New York. I call him Born Identity Guy. That producer got a little pissed at me because I talked about his stuff too much, but I don't play by the same rules. I'm not in this for no whatever. So the glare just thinks people don't want to dox, so they give you an affectionate name out of love. I don't know. They could dox me. People try to dox me. I didn't even know what dox meant until I started playing this YouTube game. And people are like, oh, that's where they call you out on things and expose you. I'm like, expose me for what? I could give a I'll tell you how I tell you that I am the most wicked person out there. If you guys knew what went through my head that I have to keep in check, man, especially when there's people that want to call me out. Oh my God, I want to burn them. I want to freaking take their, I want to slice them up with words. There are very few people that can out-talk me, and there's very few people that can out-debate me on situations. I'm not always right, but I can debate about anything. And so there are sometimes, if one day I snap and I just go loose on YouTube and I start telling people what I really think, y'all will be like, Dad is worse than Gray. He's worse than like he's worse than that Bryant St. John dude, the Bryant St. John dude. He's worse than Oni. He's worse than Critical K. He's worse. If I really wanted to go off one day and just let my thoughts go, golly. But you got to keep a tight rein on your tongue, people. This is one thing. You can never take back the words that come out of your mouth. And so even though you think it up here, and even though you want to say it in the shower, and even though you're like, oh, really? You got to keep a tight rein on that tongue. It runs wild. Freaking set fires. You can set nations ablaze with your tongue. And so Yeah, I'm way more wicked than most. Y'all just remember that. I let it go every once in a while. Most of the time, I let it go in private. When somebody like is attacking me in private, or they attack my family, I let that tongue do its dirty work, and I let it do it in the privacy. I'll rip someone down in private. I don't like to rip them down in public. Most of the time, if you rip someone down in private, then you can have a conversation of restoration. But if you rip someone in public, it's hard to restore or hard to take back that stuff. And so, y'all don't think I'm too nice. Please don't. Don't ever think I'm too nice. Now, like, I'm a good dad and I love my kids. I don't even, I ain't screaming or yelling at my kids. I'm not abusive verbally towards my kids. But even with my kids, I have to watch my words, right? Because Nikki gets on to me. I'll say something to my kids. She's like, don't be saying that. And I'm like, yeah, that was wrong. I probably should have never said that. So anyway, Laura Wagner, she don't even like me because I blocked her, or somebody blocked her from one of my channels. So anyone see you with BS? Anyone see you with BSJ knows. I talked to him one time. One day, like, if I could ever have like a free day where I could just rip everyone and tell everyone what I really think about this thing, like, one day if I could have a free day, I would totally have a free day. If there was a way that I could like release a video and I could go through everybody that I've met through this case, or since Dad with the Phone has started, if I could go through, what I should do is go through and tell you things that I'm thankful for about. So that would be a more appropriate Thanksgiving video. So let's do that. Let's talk about what we're thankful for over the last year. One, I'm thankful that I met this crazy community on YouTube and Facebook. I'm thankful that my eyes were opened a little bit more to the flesh and the blood that's behind every one of these chats. Because it's easy to cast chat to the side. It's easy to cast people to the side when all you know of them is Facebook, or when all you know of them is YouTube. But I'm really thankful for the people that have affected my life. People have affected my life and they have never even met me. That's how crazy this year has been. People have given monetarily. People have given of themselves. People have given verbally and praise and thanks and kind words. People have given gifts. My wife has received gifts. My kids have received gifts this year. I'm thankful for the generosity of the world that I didn't even know existed. And that's the coolest thing about like Dad with the Phone, or anybody that does live videos. Glare, Willie Beeman. What if I call you Willie Beeman? That's kind of not offensive. That was that football player from that movie. Either way, but that's what content creators should be thankful for today. Is they should be thankful for everyone that is watching their stuff or that is engaged in their stuff, because that's something we didn't have 10 years ago. Maybe 10 years ago we had, but very like until the creation of YouTube Live, Facebook Live, and these live television shows. Like, believe it or not, this is a live television show that anyone can broadcast or anyone can tune into from around the world. And I'm thankful for that ability. I'm thankful for the people that I've met. Physical people that have actually come to Woodland Park and have given me hugs and shaken my hand and gone out to dinner or had a beer with me. I'm thankful for that today. None of that would have been possible without YouTube Live or Facebook Live. And so there is a portion of this untouched social media world that really, really has effects on people's lives. I'm thankful for the energy, the prayers, the focus, the coming together when we've prayed or we've thought or we've meditated or we've had a good like little get together on a chat where we were thinking and praying for someone who was affected by one of these cases. When we thought and prayed for Kelsey's mom, when we thought and prayed for Kelsey and Kaylee and Jepsy and Mindy Lee's mom, and all these people that have been affected by real life situations, when a group of people that are from all walks of life. That's what's crazy. 57 people watching is not a huge number. It's not some mind-blowing number. But that's 57 people from all over the world, from different walks of life that have joined together in this cyber community, and they've actually come together and had thoughtful prayers and thoughts for other people. And that is a good thing to be thankful for. What else am I thankful for over this past year? I'm obviously thankful for my beautiful family and my beautiful wife and my kids. That goes without saying. Watching my kids grow up. I'm thankful for freaking muffins. Muffins is a result of Dad with the phone and the Woodland Park Underground, because somebody contacted me and was like, we have a puppy for you. We want to give you a puppy. How do you say no to we want to give you a puppy? And now Muffins could very well, she's on her way to be one of the best dogs I've ever owned. So thanks for all you've done connecting with all of us. There you go. See, it's good to reflect over this last year and what does this actually mean? What does YouTube and Facebook Lives and this socialization of people who will never touch and feel and embrace each other, only except in these little live chats. Some of you have even expressed to me, you're like, hey, I don't get out. I stay at home. There's, you've said some very kind words about how you feel a part of a community and you never even leave your home. I think that's a very good thing. I think that you could make an effort. I think you could make an effort to step out and meet people physically. I think there is something to be said for physical touch and embrace of people. But if the best you can get is the community in which you find on YouTube Lives or Facebook Lives, that's better than nothing. So it's good to be thankful for it. Let's see here. I'm thankful for hot fudge coffee. I'm thankful for other people who speak up. I'm thankful for other YouTubers who've embraced other cases, other life events that other people need help with, missing kids, missing children, unsolved cases. I'm thankful for all of that. It blows my mind, and I know we've only just barely touched the surface. I know that I'm in the infancy of all of this. Like, that's the coolest thing to me is I'm 40 years old, which is crazy, and this is the infancy of the true crime movement on YouTube and Facebook and live videos. And so, like, we are just babies in this game. But I think if we could look 25 years in advance, that people, maybe not like me, but other people will be solving crimes on YouTube because of the ability to know everything instantaneously. Like, I can ask a question right now and I don't have to do anything. Thank you, Glare. Yeah, thank you, Willie. I keep calling you Glare, but it's Willie. It's always gonna be Willie, son. Don't be. You're probably older than me. I don't even know if you're older than me. You might be younger than me. You got way better hair than me, so. But I think 25 years from now, people will be solving crimes on YouTube because of the amount of networking that can happen. I could ask a question and in seconds you guys would give me an answer because you have the access of the world. And so I think that what we are in the true crime world and what we are in this little community we're watching on YouTube is just a very, very, very small fraction of what is to come and what will become when it comes to true crime, crime network channels, stuff like that. So could be fun. Could be fun to see what it grows. I told other people that, like, I'm thankful for Sam. I'm thankful for meeting Sam from KOAA. I'm thankful for meeting his boss, Ryan, from KOA. The news director, Ryan, is the boss of Channel 5. And I'm thankful for the relationships that I've built locally. People who have come out of the woodwork locally in Woodland Park and in the Teller County area that have come out and just supported me locally. I'm thankful for all of those great, wonderful people. Um, I'm thankful for the provision from the Almighty, whether you believe that or not. I don't worry about where my provision comes from. I've talked about this a little bit, but I don't try to preach to people too much, and I don't want to. I'm not trying to tell you what your beliefs need to be or what you need to put your faith in or what you need to put your belief in. But I'm thankful for the provision of my Father, and I'm not talking about my physical father. I'm talking about my Creator. So I'm thankful for that. Um, what else we got? What else we got? Do y'all, anybody need me to be thankful? I'm thankful for Shell. I'm thankful for Raul. I'm thankful for Bobby. I'm thankful for Wooly and Maria and BJ and Christy and Lisa and and the brunch mom and Lisa and who else is in here? Tennessee. I don't know if I'm really thankful for Tennessee, but I'll give Tennessee some thanks today. Sandy. I'm thankful for all of you people. Julie K. Solo. I'm thankful for all of you guys. So there you go. 51 minutes for Thanksgiving live on YouTube. Hey, thanks for joining in. I'm sure they will be. I'm sure they will be, Mr. Thomas. Hugs to you, Miss Life with Jen. So, coughing my brains out. I'm thankful for all of you. Be blessed today and enjoy your Thanksgiving dinner. Hug your children. Say an extra prayer for the Barrett family today. It's not going to be an easy Thanksgiving day for the Barrett family. So say an extra prayer for say an extra prayer for those that are missing loved ones. Maybe even you're in here and your mom has passed away or your dad has passed away or you've lost a kid. Say an extra prayer for the people who have lost loved ones and be thankful for the loved ones you have around you today. Be thankful for your health. I'm thankful for my health. Thankful for my good blood sugar levels this morning. I like smoking my dad, and I beat him today with blood sugar levels. Thankful for a warm home. I'm thankful for a good puppy. My puppies. And so be blessed today. Y'all have a great day. Y'all enjoy your Thanksgiving day. I may come back later tonight. Just depends on how the day goes. So enjoy your life. If we don't speak again, I'll see you in the age to come.